This relationship with the Globe is absolutely central to the programme. I remember when we were designing it some years ago, I felt it was very important that we could build in exactly this kind of aspect of it being classical and contemporary, and what better place to focus a significant bit of the classical work.
It's certainly a very full month, it's very intensive. There is rigorous exploration of Shakespearean text. There are specialist teachers, there are mentors for the directing students. They're encouraged to tread fearlessly and boldly on that iconic stage.
So the first day we got here, Nick Hutchinson, our director, gave us a tour of the space. We got to go into the tiring house behind the stage. He opened the doors onto the Globe stage and we all walked out. And a lot of us, myself included, teared up a bit. So that was kind of our first introduction to the spaces here. And also our introduction, I think, to the incredible resources and support we get from the staff here. I've just been so impressed by Nick and by our voice and movement teachers, by our choral teacher, how willing they are to go that extra step to help you if you're struggling with the piece.
We have singing lessons, voice lessons, movement lessons, acting lessons, all culminating in a performance on the Globe stage. It's very text focused. It's your starting point, your middle point, your end point. The text is everything. And being at the Globe has really made me realize how much Shakespeare writes for his actors, and that the sort of clues as to how a Shakespeare text is to be performed is always found in the text.
Basically, it's the most intensive Shakespeare thing that I've ever done. So in terms of just understanding everything about Shakespeare, understanding like iambic pentameter, line endings, rhymes and all that sort of stuff, it's increased incredibly over the month.
From the lectures on verse and rhyme and the history of the Globe to the acting classes with professional directors and actors who know the space like the back of their hands, all the way to like the dance classes and the singing has been incredible.
The directors take part in a lot of the actors classes. So we've been studying voice and movement specifically for this stage, which has been useful because it contrasts and adds to the voice and movement sessions that we get in Glasgow. So while the actors have been working on scenes from Troilus and Cressida, directed by Nick, who's down here, the directors have each been directing one scene themselves, each by another Jacobean or Elizabethan playwright.
I would say what we learn is a real appreciation for Shakespeare's text through the eyes of Shakespeare and kind of through the lens of the Globe. It's exciting to be on the Globe stage as a classical actor, but more than that, practically speaking, learning about how these plays work because they were written for this very specific space, outdoor space, kind of helps you as a way into these sort of dense texts, helps them to come alive a bit. So the different lectures we've had, different classes we've had, are kind of coming at it from that historical perspective to help you practically as a modern actor do Shakespeare.
It's really special, and it's such a special place to act in, just because you're in the round and you're lit in the same light as the audience, so they're really like up close and personal. And we get a lot of chances to be on the stage when tourist groups come in and out, which is actually great because then you get a lot of practice communicating really closely with the audience.
I'm always struck by how much this month has strengthened and enriched and developed the students, and how they are then able to take what they've learnt here at the Globe and apply it directly to the next thing they do, which is the Renaissance theatre productions at the RCS.
It's a magical space, and it really liberates creative thinking and the experience of audience and performers and directors. You really do feel closer to the source of this stuff. So it's a very important relationship. It's a unique relationship in that sense.